to games on the table. As you can see, we have our Dice Throne mission set up. I did decide to go with the Doc Ock first, simply because if you look at your perk board on the back, let me show you this. On the back, there is a mission path that you're supposed to follow. So it gives you an actual order. Let me read this to you. Fill in the blue circle mark next to the mission the first time you play it. When you complete both sides, fill in the green check mark. When you do a perfect completion, fill in the gold star and gain 1 perk point. So basically, you have to do all 3 of those to gain a free perk point. All right, so the goal here, and then over here, there's obviously your perk sheet. So this is going to be our perk sheet for this playthrough. Right now, we have none. We obviously have done any. So this is the board. So we'll go over this as quickly as I can. I don't want to spend much time on this. Here on your mission setup, they tell you exactly what to do. Starting health is based on the number of heroes. Since we have 1 hero, I decided just to play 1 hero. I'm not the biggest fan of playing two-handed, playing 2 heroes, so we're going to try to go through this with Wolverine. I might try to do the whole thing with Wolverine. I may change it up once if I get tired of him. So basically, with 1 hero, he starts out with 45 health, which we have set our health counter to 45. We start out with 2 CP and 4 cards, just like normal. Choose a mission, which we have. It's the Knox mission. Deal 3 face up. We shuffled it up. We got Hawkeye, Archangel, and Black Bolt. Hawkeye costs 2 momentum points. Archangel costs 2. And Black Bolt costs 3. We'll look into that, see if we want to use them. But right now we have none, so it's not really an issue. Create enemy dice pool. Okay, for the enemy dice pool, they always start out with 2 red, and then they get 2 black, and then they get an extra dice for every hero after the first. But since we're only doing 1, that's going to be the enemy dice pool. Okay, then you're supposed to determine the first player, but since it's just 1 character, the first player token, which is in there. Let's see if I can grab that for you so y'all can see it, which is this. This is the first player token, nice plastic. But we will not be using it, obviously. Set your pawn near the map. This is where those standees that were in each hero pack come in. That's what this is for. I used the little base that came with the missions box. So there's our Wolverine right by the start. Okay, then for point the crisis clock straight up. This is the crisis clock pointed straight up. Roll 1 dice and advance a token clockwise equal to the result. So we're going to roll 1 of the villain dice. And we got a 1. So this is going to go 1 forward. All right. For this first point, nothing matters. So that is not going to register. It'd be the next time when we move it. Whatever we go past or land on will activate. Let's see. If mission run, place health and shield tokens for each henchman. Okay, here's the henchman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it tells you right there what they get. None of these guys get shields. The green one has 12 health. The blue ones have 11 health. And this main gun, you cannot attack it. You cannot affect it. It's just there, so it doesn't get any health tokens. So here's our 12, 12, 11, 11, 12, and 11. Let's see. Place random boost tiles, which I did, on the board, on each space. Then we got to flip them up. We'll do that here in a second. Perform any scenario-specific setup instructions and apply any unlocked perks. Okay, well, we do not have any unlocked perks. We don't have to worry about that. And I would assume if there's any special setup, it would be on here. But since it doesn't say anything, I'm assuming there's none. Okay, it gives you the goal: defeat all of the blue, which is this little symbol here. Then move all heroes through the exit to defeat or defeat all henchmen. So this is the exit. We have to beat the blue ones. There's only 3 of them. But if we want the perfect mission, we got to defeat everybody on the board and then have to get out. Meanwhile, this gun will be firing at us if it rolls the right dice the whole way through. Upon completion, if you fulfill the main objective, you basically designate, how much health does that say? 6 health and 3 momentum. Then flip the board. And if you get a perfect reward, if you defeat all henchmen, you still get the same thing: 6 health and 3 momentum. So on this particular, I don't know if they're all like this, but on this particular map, on this side, no matter, I don't know if that means you get an extra 6 health and an extra 3 momentum, or if that's part of it. We'll look that up at the end. I'm assuming it's an extra. So basically you gain 12 health and 6 momentum going into the boss fight, which makes more sense. So that's the goal here. I want to defeat all of them. So that's what we're going to try to do. All right. You start the game with a level 1 momentum card. This is one of the things that I think you can upgrade with your perk points. So basically, recruit an ally. It has a momentum symbol with a question mark. Question mark means the symbol in these corners, how much it costs to recruit them. During your main phase, spend the required momentum to recruit an ally. You may have a maximum of 1 ally. Now, if you had 2 players, each player could have an ally, but since we're only playing with Wolverine, we can only ever have 1, so we got to pick the one we want. Okay, and then for 1 momentum, this is something that we need to go over. Gain range. To activate an attack or defense ability against a non-adjacent enemy, you must gain range. So basically, in this game, all of the heroes are considered melee, even if they're actually a ranged character like Cyclops, Storm, the Gunslinger. I would assume you would think. In this game, everybody's considered melee unless you purchase the ranged attack. And it also applies to your defensive abilities. If somebody with range, like who has range? Well, he's melee. This gun is ranged. To use your defensive ability against this ranged attack, which you couldn't with him because he has no hit points. But if one of these guys had ranged, the only way you could use your defense ability against it is to gain the ranged ability. Otherwise, you just have to take what comes. So that's our momentum card. Let's get to the turn phase. Okay, first thing, we pass phase, pass the first player. We can skip that every turn. Movement. Okay. Let's flip all these over now. See what we got. We got a momentum, a +1 damage, +1 damage. I guess that's 1 card. Another card. 2 cards. Momentum. Another momentum. 2 and 2 health. This basically, if you're playing a multiplayer game, you can kind of work it out who needs what, who wants what. But since I'm playing just Wolverine, and knowing that all these guys are melee, I'm going to take this nice and slow on my first play. I'm going to move here, attack this guy, stay out of his range, stay out of all their range. Then move here, attack this guy and get rid of him. You can move anywhere you want. So then I'll decide whether I want 2 cards or I want the momentum. And I'll move either here or here and collect that. Then we'll go through here. And we'll end up with both of those, so it doesn't matter which one we do first. But I'm thinking I'm going to go here first. And this will be the one time I'll get attacked double. Because I'll kill whichever one I decide to kill first. Probably the one with the lower hit points. Or maybe if one determines to be a bigger threat, I may go for that way. And then I'll kill the other one. Then I'll move here, kill that one. And then we'll get out of the building. Remembering, this gun will be firing if you roll the right combination of dice every turn. All right, so Okay, we're going to collect in your space. So I'm going to move one, or 1, 2 actually. Collect this, which is going to give me 1 momentum. All right, there we go. All right, let's look at these guys real quick and see which one we think we'd want. Hawkeye. Once per round during your roll phase, I can spend 2 momentum to inflict 2 focus fire on a chosen enemy, plus exhaust. Inflict targeted on a chosen enemy. All right. Okay, so I guess you can, for 2 momentum, you can do this, and then plus if you exhaust them, I'm assuming turn them sideways. That's usually how you exhaust the cards. You can also um, target it. I have our board here, which has all our effects. So first one, let's see what these things do. Focus fire. When an enemy with this token is attacked by an opponent, the attacker increases their damage by 1. It's persistent, a stack limit of 2. And the other thing was, what was it? Targeted. Targeted. When a player affected with this token is attacked by an opponent, attacker increases their damage by 2. It is persistent and stack limit of 1. So they really do the same thing. But you can get it to a 4 if you get 2 of the focus fires and 1 of the targeted. I'm not too big on that one, especially since I'm going to be doing 1-on-1. I guess they could do it to me too. Archangel. He's ranged. Oh, that's nice. Gain flight. Deals 6 damage. Plus exhaust. Gain an additional flight. Inflict poison. Okay. So let's see what flight does. Player may choose to spend these tokens during any time during the roll phase. Once spent, roll 2 dice. If a 6 was rolled, activate the token. When activated during your offensive roleplay, the player's attack becomes undefendable. If attacked during their defensive roleplays, ignore all incoming damage. Stack limit 3. So this is not bad. Henchmen and bosses will spend 1 flight token if they successfully activate a defensive attack, a defendable attack. Only affecting the first hero. They will spend all flight tokens necessary during their defensive roll phase to prevent a source damage, 4 plus damage, or to prevent lethal damage. Okay, so they'll use it to prevent a source damage of 4 plus. I didn't even know they had a defensive roll phase. Instrument and bosses. They will spend flight tokens necessary during their defensive roll phase to prevent source damage of 4 plus or to prevent lethal. Okay. And then poison. Poison. A player affected with this token is dealt 1 damage per poison token during their upkeep phase. Stack limit 3. Okay. So he's pretty good. I like him. And then we got Black Bolt. He's got a dice roll. So I guess if you roll a small straight, he has ranged. Deal 3 undefendable collateral damage to all opponents. This is not an attack. Plus exhaust. Inflict paralyze on up to 2 chosen opponents. What does paralyze do? Paralyze. While affected with this token, a player cannot gain or inflict any status effects associated with their offensive abilities, nor choose to gain momentum instead of inflicting status effects. All other effects of this ability still apply. When a player affected with this token concludes their roll phase, remove it. Stack limit 1. Which brings me to the next thing I want to talk about. That's Wolverine. Because Alpha is useless, these guys do not get a income phase. When he inflicts Alpha, instead, he will gain 1 momentum. That's the thing they say. You can choose to, instead of inflicting a stasis effect, gain a momentum instead. Now, I'm not exactly sure if that means like this. Wolverine can always use this. So does that mean, well, you know what? I'd rather have the momentum, so I'm not going to apply it. I don't think it should work that way. I think it should just be a boon for those particular effects that don't apply to this game. So that's the way I'm going to play it. If you can apply it, you have to apply it. Even if they've reached their stack limit, that's a different situation. Then it's a static effect that just doesn't do anything. Okay, so Wolverine's moved. He's got his momentum, so this one's used. We're supposed to do our income phase now, which it says he's still skipping on the first turn, so he does not get one. And then we go to our first main phase. Okay. First things first. One good thing about this is because it's AI, you don't have to worry about keeping secrets. And one of the cards Wolverine got was Intimidate. A chosen opponent afflicted with Alpha must discard one card or take 4 damage. Since you cannot apply him Alpha to them, we are just going to discard this card and gain a combat point. Let's see what else we got. Sesame, change the value of one. That's good. Okay, that's good. You or a chosen opponent may reroll up to 2 dice. Okay, that's good. All right, we don't have to worry about this. We can't afford none of them anyway. So we're just going to go into our offensive roll phase. We're looking for either healing factor or hunted. That's what we're looking for just to start building rage. And then severe threat would be the next thing. Those are the things I'm really wanting to see here. Oh, good roll. 3 reds. Oh, we got it. We got what we were looking for. We got Hunter. All right. So we're going to stop our roll there. None of these cards are going to help. They're all rerolls and things. They do not get a defensive roll ability, so we just apply the effect. I get to draw 1 card. Recovery. Okay, that's going to be good for spinning rage. That's nice. Deals 6 damage. Okay, so he's going to go from 12 to 6. So we need a 4. All right, there's our damage tokens. So he is now down to 6 health. Roll 4 dice, and I get to gain 1 rage for each mass that I roll. How many dice? 4 dice. All right, let's start building up some rage here. All right, we don't get any. All right, I do believe turn order cards. We did our offensive, did our targeting. There is no defensive roll phase. All right, I'm on my second main phase now. I don't think there's anything I want to do. I don't want to discard any of these cards. I don't have 6, so I think I am good. I don't want to spend any. I can't do anything there. So that is it. Now, if you're playing with 2 people, everything takes place simultaneously. Everybody does all their stuff. You don't start applying damage until everybody's ready, and then you just go first player and around the table, and everybody does what they're going to do. Finish hero turn simultaneously. Main phase 2 and discard phase. All right, we're not doing that. Enemy upkeep. There's no status effects right now, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now we get to roll. All right, they will always roll their 4 dice, and we'll see what matches what and what they do. All right. Whoa, not good, guys. We got the 3 for these guys, and we did roll a 6. So, these guys will attack, which are this guy. He's the only one to, because they are melee, so he's the only one to attack. He's going to deal 4 defendable damage. Crisis ability, once per undefeated. What is that show? Oh, okay, so that's this. If you get this, he's going to deal 2 collateral damage to all heroes. All right. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to do this first. He's going to deal 4 damage. He is in melee range, so I do get to defend against it. So I get to roll 3 dice. And I do 1 damage for each claw, and I gain 1 rage for each mask. And I gain 2 mask, and that's it. So I'm going to gain 2 rage. And I'm going to take 4 damage. It's going to take me down to 41. All right. Oh, we got the laser to do, so let's do that. All right, the laser. Multi-strike, which for this game does not matter. Range, so he's always going to hit everybody on the board, and he does 2 undefendable damage. So I'm going to take another 2 and drop down to 39. All right, so there we go. And I do believe that that is the end. I think we're right back to Wolverine now. Oh, Crisis Clock. Advance token once per hero. Resolve effect of the icon it passes and ends on. So he's going to move 1. And we got lucky because this has nothing. So we get lucky there. And then we're right back to the top. Pass per player token. Movement. Right, we're not going to move because I don't see a way. I could move. All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure I can kill this guy as long as I just roll terrible. Then, man, I'm not going to get to attack twice. When he attacks me, there's a chance that I could do damage back. Or I could just stay there. Kill him. Basically, they won't be anything, do nothing unless the gunfire. So I think this is where we're going to stay here. Since it's just us, we're going to play it safe. And we are going to attack. Roll a dice. Oh, let's gain our 4 CP. Draw a card. Adamantium Claws. I'm going to discard this for another CP. Now, in the main game, I don't like Adamantium Claws, so it may be different in this. I might regret that. But we'll see. All right, so we got 3 claws. A red. I'm looking for another red. All right, so we're on track for Hunter again. Yeah, we're going to go for Hunter. But we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have a large straight. So let's take a look at this. Heal 2, gain a rage, or inflict alpha. Then deal 7 damage. And we're going to go with that. We're going to heal 2. Take us back up to 41. Take us back up to 41. Now, alpha does nothing, but I still have the choice. Here I have a choice. I can go up to 3 rage, or I could gain a momentum instead of inflicting alpha. And the 7 damage is going to kill this guy, so he's gone. All right, this is the 1, 2. This is the 3, 4. So he's dead. All right, so now you're supposed to put something over him. Which ones? I'm not sure. Oh, these guys. I'm not sure. Are you supposed to randomize this too? Are they different or are they all the same? It looks like they're all the same. No, that's different. Oh, that's just flipped over. All right, so they're all the same. All right. So basically, I can gain 2 momentum for landing on him. Or do I gain 2 momentum for killing him? Let me take a look real quick, guys, in the rules about killing the monsters. Defeating a henchman. Then cover all shaded spaces that henchman with a defeated tile. Most henchmen cover 1 space. Okay, so yeah, once I place that, so we get to get 2 momentum for that. Very good. So we're up to 3. Normally what it says is once you place that, the first player, whoever it is, gets to determine who gets the 2 momentum. So we now can purchase one of these in our second main phase. We'll look at that as we finish this, because that's done. No, so we're on to our second main phase. I don't want to discard any cards. Um, but did I even do this? Because I had 1, I gained 2, so I didn't. So I'm going to take the rage. Get up to 3. I'm at my max now. Next. Okay, second main phase. I want to purchase one of these enemies, one of these guys. I gotta figure out which one. I don't want Hawkeye. I'm going to go ahead and go for Black Bolt. Let me read real quick about these enemies, what their abilities do. So there's a whole section on these guys. I want to make sure that we do them right. Henchman. Oh, Henchman combat. If it's the enemy roll phase. No, that's wrong. Wrong henchman. That's the enemy henchman. Oh boy. Maybe it's not. Allies. Here we go. Spend momentum to acquire. Replenish immediately. Each hero may only have 1. We know that. Using an ally. An ally will have 1 or more powers. Each power may only be activated once per round. Most players can only be activated during a specific turn phase unless they are marked as an instant action. If there is a momentum cost to activate the power, yeah, we get that. Each ally triggers in different ways. So his doesn't say anything other than the small straight. A are one-time benefits gained immediately. None of these guys have that. Archangel shows a blue, blue, orange, orange, orange. I'm not sure what that means. 2 of one symbol, 3 of another. Okay. So these abilities take rolls to activate. Exhaust powers are gained by discarding the ally to the bottom of the deck. Exhaust plus, okay, are gained by discarding an ally to the bottom of the deck, but they may only be activated at the same time you activate the power listed directly above. Okay, so in order to use Black Bolt's power, we have to roll a small straight. And then in order to use his bottom ability, which is really not what I'm after, I don't really want to be going for small straights. This, on the other hand, I like. Wait, let me look at Hawkeye's. He has to spend. Wait, so I really don't like any of these. Let me look at Flight again. Flight. Player may choose to spend these tokens at any time during the roll phase. Once spent, roll 2 dice. If a 6 was rolled, activate the token. When activated during the offensive roll phase, the player attacks become undefendable. activated during their defensive role phase. Ignore all incoming damage. Okay, that's nice. So I think I'd rather have that. So we're going to go ahead and spend 2 and get Archangel. Take us down to 1. And I will be honest, the only reason I'm really doing it is to get a different ally, because I really don't like any of their abilities. Ooh, Colossus. Now this I might like. During your defensive role phase, defensive kicker, once per round. When you activate a defensive ability, if your dice show 2 of a kind symbols, prevent 2 damage. And then I can do that with this, but then I have to prevent 6 additional incoming damage. So he's a nice defensive. So he might be really good later. Okay. So we have Archangel, so we got to look out for that. So that was our second main phase. We're done. So we're going to go to their attack phase. Oh, there's nobody to attack. Oh, the gun could attack. So it's just a gun. All right, so it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. So nobody's going to attack me this round, because they're all melee, and he did not roll a 6. Let me check this one more time. I do believe that is it, other than advancing the clock. So now we go to here. All right, so this is their ability. Crisis ability, once per undefeated. The 2 additional climate, 2 undefendable collateral damage to all heroes. All right, so I'm assuming that happens now. So let's take a look at that. If that means for each green on the board, which at this point would be 2, do I take 2 or do I take 4? All right. I'm not worried about bosses right now. We're more worried about the clock. That's really what we're looking for. There has to be some crisis clock. Okay, each segment that the crisis clock advances through or ends on will activate listed crisis abilities. If a segment crisis shows a specific effect, such as lose a CP or discard a card, if active for all heroes. When a segment displays an icon for an enemy type, each undefeated enemy. When a segment displays an icon of the enemy type, each undefeated enemy of that type activates its crisis ability. Can usually target anyone, but some might specify they only affect heroes with melee. All right, doesn't say anything about melee. It just says all heroes. So we're going to take 4 damage off of that. Knock us down to 37. All right. Yeah, because they don't say melee only. Once per undefeated. Yep, so per undefeated. Doesn't say nothing about melee. Okay. So that's their turn. Crisis clock. So it's back to us. We get to move. I'm going to... I'm actually going to move here and get the +1 damage on this attack. Try and take this guy out. All right, so I have +1 damage on this turn. I was going to go for the card, but I don't really think I need the card. And I'd rather do the damage. All right, so now we have Archangel. I'm not going to use the exhaust ability right now. I do want Colossus. I just kind of want the extra damage. All right, so we drew 2 reds. I like that. That gets us on the Hunter again, or Healing Factor. This gets us toward Healing Factor. And this gets us toward Hunter. But we're also on our way to Severe Threat. I don't want to have to try to roll 6s, so I'm probably not going to go for Severe Threat this turn. What about, we got ones? No, we're close to. We got 4, 5, 6. We're close to a small straight though. All right. I think I'm going to go for Hunter. A couple of reasons. Even though I do need a red, which I don't like, I get to draw a card, which is nice. I get to deal 6 damage, and I got a chance to get some more rage. Plus, I will have 2 of one symbol, 3 of another, so I can gain rage, gain range, gain flight, and deal 6 damage. So he can do 6 damage to somebody at range at that. So I could use it to kill him, or I could put 6 damage up ahead. So that's what we're going to go for. We're looking for a red. We got 2 chances. Hold on. Yeah. If I have to, I'll use a card. Oh, we got it. Okay, so first thing we have to do is draw a card. All right. And we're going to play this. We can play this immediately just to gain 2 CP. Kick us up to 7. How much does that cost? Does it cost anything? No. Take us up to 7. So we got a lot of CP. All right. Then I do 6 damage, and he has 12. So this is going to knock him down to 6. So we need that 4 again. All right. Um, I don't know what the order is, because I can gain a rage, or I can spend it. If I spend 2 of them, I can do 6 damage and kill him. So I'm gonna spend 2 rages. I discard 2 cards, so let's get that in the hand. I'm going to spend 1 on recovery. I get to roll 1 dice, and if I roll a mask, I get to put this back in my hand. Got it. Ha ha! That's very good. Put this back in my hand, and I'm gonna try it again. Didn't get it. So I spent the 2 rages, discarded the 1 card, do another 6 damage to take him out. This is the 1, 2. This is the 3, 4. All right, so we need another token here. Get to gain another 2 momentum. We have enough to get Colossus now, if I want him, but because we did roll our Archangel's ability, with range, I get to gain flight, so I need a flight token. Deal 6 damage. So we're just going to go ahead and do it to this guy, knock him down to 5. Let's give him a 4. All right, and then I can exhaust him to gain an additional flight and inflict. I don't need poison, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to exhaust him. I'm going to keep that. What does flight do again, guys? Maybe now that we have flight. Player may choose to spend these tokens at any time during the roll phase. Once spent, roll 2 dice. If a 6 was rolled, activate the token. When activated during the offensive roll phase, the attacks become undefendable. What good does that do you? The enemy doesn't defend. If activated during the defensive roll phase, ignore incoming damage. I really don't understand that. They don't defend. I don't really see the advantage of defendable versus undefendable. Maybe against the I actually think the big bad guy does get to defend. So maybe it's more of a boss thing, and so is the poison. But so we're not going to worry about it for right now. You can always use it defensively. I think we're done. Um, oh yeah, okay, so let's move on. So basically, the enemy upkeep, there's none. So we get to attack. The only one who can reach us is the main gun, so he's looking for a yellow. Did not get it. So that is the end of their turn. Go back to our turn. Income phase. We get to gain 1 CP and draw a card. Is that all you got? Play only after being attacked. Gain 2 rage. If you are attacked with defendable damage, you may choose to skip your defensive roll and gain 2 CP. Which I am like CP'd out. I don't even need to worry about it. So then I get to move. Now, I got 2 choices here. I could go for the 2 cards, which would put me at 6. Or I can go for a momentum. I don't really need the momentum, I don't think. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and go here. Now we can get rid of this card. I forgot about the extra damage. Didn't need it anyway. And we get to gain a, what was it I got? 2 cards. 2 cards, that's what it was. So wild, change the value of any 1 dice. And twice as wild, change the value of any 2 dice. Alright, so we're at 6 cards now, so we got to be careful. And we are on our attack phase. This guy only has 6 health. So this is a good opportunity. I didn't heal. I think I'd like to heal here. So what's my best healing really? Heal 2, heal 1, heal 4. So we're going to go with healing factor. That's what we're looking for. Not going to be an easy roll. One of the harder rolls actually. But we got the mask. We got 1 of the reds. And then we got 3 blues. Now we could change this over to severe threat. Or regenerate, which heals 1. I don't need to remove a stasis effect. I got no negative stasis effects on me. I'm not onto any straights, so that's not good. It's going to be risky to go for healing factor here. Not too risky to go for regenerate. Actually, a little bit hard to go for regenerate because I need another blue. I'm going to take a roll and go for some reds. We're going to go for healing factor. Even though I'm not doing any damage with this, maybe I shouldn't do it. Here it's only 3 undefendable. But I could spin the rage. Yeah, we're going to go for this. I had 3, had all claws. Give me these 2 ones. I'm going to go for it. I got the ability to change dice in my bag. Oh, there it is. Don't need to. Question is, do I activate him again? What is this other dice? Yes, we do. Alright, so we are going to activate regenerate, which lets me heal 1, take me up to 38. Deal 3 undefendable. Then I'm going to get rid of a card. I don't know which one though. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I like the CP that I can get from it, but I like the dice mods better. Discard this to spend this to do 6 undefendable, which will kill him. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. We need another token, which will give me 2 more momentum. I'm up to 5. And then we have this range. I get to gain another flight. I think stack limit was 2, right? Stack limit's 3. So I gain another flight. I wonder if it's he who gains the flight or me who gains the flight. Player may choose to spend. Well, he doesn't have a roll phase or defense, so good must go to me. Okay, roll 2 dice on a 6, activate the ability. When actually attacks become undefendable. See, that's what I don't understand. Why do I need my attacks to be undefendable? Unless the villain gets a defensive roll. All right, but he gets to do 6 damage to. I'm gonna get the guy in the middle because he's the pain in the butt and knock this from 12 to 6. All right, so this is the 9, 10. I need a 4 again. All right. And I do believe that is it. All right, we got to roll. Once again, there's nobody in melee range, so the only person we got to worry about is the yellow. All right, I didn't get it. Don't think. No, no yellows. Oh, yep, so no yellows. I think I missed this, so we're just going to move it forward one. I think I missed it on the last turn. Or did I? No, maybe I didn't. You know what? I'm not sure. So we're going to advance it. I don't want to cheat the game. I'd rather go harder on myself than easy because this is looking pretty easy. They did their attack roll, crisis clock. So we're going to move up to the blue. There's 2 blues, and so they each gain a shield. All right, so the way the shields work is you basically have to knock off the shield before you can do any damage to them. So if I do 5 damage, I would knock off 3 shield and then do 2 damage to their hit points. So it's just like an extra 3 hit points that have to go away first. All right, so it's my turn. Upkeep or phase here. 9 combat points. Something that never happens in the game because I'm not getting any of my upgrades. If I'd have known this, I would have upgraded that. But that's that. All right, so then we get to move anywhere we want. So I'm going to go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and gain the 2 healing. I want that 2 healing. Take me up to 40. All right. Now, here's what I know. I can take out that green one with his ability if I roll that way. I guess I can figure out who I'm going to attack once the time comes. It doesn't say I have to pick. All right. Did I draw a card? I don't think I did. No. Oh yeah, we got frenzy, but we have no rage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 exactly. So we do need to get some rage. So that's kind of what I'm going for here is rage. My best rage builders. Is probably this one, even though it's risky. Automatic rage, automatic rage, automatic rage. So basically, I'm looking for healing factor, hunter, or straight. Power level 9. All right. So let's roll. See what we get. Oh Whoa, would you look at that? If I'd upgraded my things, I'd have how much would that upgrade it to? It's 6 damage by itself. It would have been 6 damage. So it's really not that good. All it does is change the healing, which could be good in this game. So that actually was a mistake by not upgrading that. That actually was a mistake. All right, we know we're going for rage here. The problem is that healing factor is pretty much it. You're talking about hunter, and I know I've had problems rolling reds. So my severe threat's not good either. Even 2 blue mask. Oh, this sucks. This really, really sucks. Now I do have some dice mods, so we're going to go for. Boo, boy, boy, boy. I'm going to go for a severe threat. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to keep the 1, the 3. And you know what? I'm going to roll the rest. Assuming I can roll another blue. Maybe I can roll into a straight. I need a claw and 2 masks. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I got the 2. Now, let me take a look at my cards. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Roll up to 2 dice. That's not going to help me. Change the value of any 2 dice. So we might go for twice as wild if we have to. We'll put that on top. We're going to re-roll these 2. We're looking for either a 4 or 5 to get to a straight, or a 4. Or blue mask is really what we're really looking for. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, we did get 1 blue mask. And we got a 1. Alright, so we're going to spend. I was going to spend twice as wild, but I think I have a wild. Yeah, so wild. I could change the value of any 1 dice for 2 CP. So take this down to 7. Change this to a blue mask. Okay, I get to deal 7 damage to this guy, which he has. We'll take out the 3. Keep going, keep going. Take out the 3 out of the 7. That's 4 more. So take out the. So he's got 6 back. All right, and there's a 6. Then I get to roll 3 dice. Well, all right, let's just see what we roll. All right, we rolled. Very good, actually. All right, the mask does 3, 3, 4, 5 more damage. So we'll get rid of this. Give him 1. So he has 2 left. All right, now what can I do with flight? Can I increase damage with this? No. It just becomes undefendable. And I still got to roll a 6 to do it. And then with his ability, all right, we got a choice to make here. Is that yeah, that's a 1. Gain flight, which will give me 3 flights, and I can do 6 damage. So I'm going to gain another flight. I'm not worried about the poison. I don't need another flight. So I can do 6 damage. Who do I want to take out? I can take out either one of them. And I do want to. So we'll take out the one with the most hit points. This one. 2 and a 4. Take out that guy. All right, so we need another one of these. So that's another 2 momentum. I do believe I am in my next main phase. I don't have to discard cards. I don't have to do anything. All right, it's time for them to attack back. All right, we got the gun and we've got the blue guy on us. 2 blue guys are all that's left. I think those who we're trying to take out, yeah. So the guys that we have to take out are all that's left. I didn't even have to take out that green one. Oh, that was a very bad roll for them. Very, very bad. So they do nothing. That was a bad roll for them. Okay. I am going to move here. Gain me 2 more momentum. Do my income go up to 8 CP. Gain a card. Barrage. I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to go ahead and spend the 3 CP now. Take me down to 5. Upgrade my barrage. We got enough CP, we might as well do it. Okay, then we are going to move into our offensive roll phase. Alright. If I can roll Archangel's ability again, I still have no. I've got to get some rage, especially getting ready to go on to the next side. I cannot believe I'm not getting any rage. I need Hunter. I want a Hunter. That's what I want. All right, so we're looking for Hunter. That's what we're looking for. All right, we got 1 of the Hunters. We got 2 of the Hunters. We don't have 2, but we got 2 of these. Bah! Which means we got regenerate. Oh, but I can do. I'm not. I didn't stay close enough. Dang. I can go for severe threat again. I'm not getting any rage though. 2, 4, 6. I'm not even close to a barrage or a power level 9. Power level 9 would be great. Not really. Oh yeah, it would be good, but not really sure what I want to go for here. You know what? I'm going for what I want, which is Hunter. Going for Hunter. I need 2 reds. Oh, we got another mask. We got 1 of the reds. Now, if I can roll a 3, I also got 4, 5, 6, but I don't. We need a 3, or more likely a 4 or a 5 would be better. Oh, got it. All right, we got what we wanted. Hunter. So I get to draw a card. Let me see how many cards I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 exactly. We got Helping Hand. Select one from your opponent's dice and force them to re-roll it. Alright, so this card is pretty much useless. So during our next main phase, we're going to discard that. It's a good discard for a rage, though. So we'll hold on to it. We don't need to discard it. We don't need the CP. Alright, so then we do 6 damage, which takes off the shield first. And then we do another 3. So we need to turn this in and get 7 back. 7. So he has 8 left. All right, but we also activate Archangel. See, this Archangel's really good with Wolverine. Range, gain flight, which we can't gain, deals 6 damage. So he's not going to kill anybody. But I want to get him down to 2. He has 8, so he'd be down to 2. Let's just flip this to 2. Uh-huh. And that is our turn. And I've got to remember to do this clock. I don't know if I did it again. We didn't. Because the last time he had a shield, I took it, moved, took his shield. We didn't move it. Okay, so it's there. All right. So we're on their attack phase. Oh, yeah, I don't want to discard a card, so I'm not worried about my second main phase. Let's go. Oh, they may have something this time because they rolled. There's no green bots left. So they don't get anything again. They are not rolling well as far as attacking. Now we move this forward to the yellow. Which is their ability, and there's none of them left. So once again, nothing. Back to me. I'm going to stay where I am. Gain a CP. Draw a card. Recovery again. All right. At the end of this turn, I do have to discard a card. All right, we're going to go. We could kill this guy. If we do either severe threat, hunter, or any of these and get the right combinations, we could take them out with Archangel. Okay. We've got a nice combination of things here. Once again, we are on either severe threat. And didn't I gain a rage? Oh, I forgot to do this. So we're going to roll that real quick. Then we'll just have to do this whole thing over because I want to gain my rage. Roll 4 dice. And for each mask, I gain a rage, right? Yeah. I didn't get any. Okay. So now we'll redo that roll. That's the one thing about Hunter. Alright, so this is a little better roll for Hunter. Alright. I need to do 8 damage is what I'm after. And nothing does 8 damage. This has the best chance. And I am onto it. I also have 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Which will do 7 damage. Oh, if I can get the large straight, that'll work. So we need a 2. We need a 2. We've got a 5. We're going to roll again. That 5 puts me onto healing factor. Which I'm still going to go for the 2. And I did not get it. So we did get the small. And I got to decide. I got to get rid of a card anyway. That's not going to help. It's not going to help. That's not going to help. It's not going to help. May perform an additional roll attempt of up to 5 dice during the. So I can roll once there. Alright, I can do this. Try again. I could change it. I want to say I only need to change 1 dice. I want to use one of these 2. This will let me try it twice. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and try again. I can reroll this dice twice. And once again, I'm looking for a 2. Did not get it. But I did get this. Which is now healing factor. But we're just going to go with the small straight. Which will get me heal 1. Take me up to 41. Gain a rage, finally. and deal 7 damage. I'll knock him down to 1. Alright, but we did not activate his ability because we don't have the 2 blues. Okay, so the only person that can really attack me is they have to roll a yellow. Oh no, I'm on the range of the blue too. So they need a yellow, 2 oranges, and a blue. But they got the yellow, but they did not get the 2 oranges and a blue. So, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're back down to 6. Okay, multi-strike, range, deal 2 undefendable damage. That's just going to take me back down to 39. Okay, I'm a little thirsty here. Let me grab a little drink real quick. Let me move this. Where is it? To the blank spot. And back to us. What do I want to do? You know what? I can't get close enough to hit both of them, can I? No. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna stay where I am. I'm really after rage. I don't need much damage at all now. Alright, I got 2 reds. I got this. I got this. Now, one thing we know, this does no damage. This does, I'm gonna go for this. Once again, I got 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go for this. I know it sucks because it means he won't get to kill the other one, but I don't need that much damage though, so it's not really worth it. I only need to do 1 damage. I can heal, but there's no rage. No damage. Hunter. Hunter seems to be the way to go. Because I will get a rage. I will do 6 damage. I have a chance for rage. But here, though, I do gain a rage. I do 7 damage, and I heal. I don't need the card, so maybe I do need to go this way. 4, 5, 6. And it's a guaranteed rage. Yeah. So we're looking for a 3. A 2-3 would be nice. Alright, we didn't get it. But we now have healing factor. And I'm going for it. Here's a 3. And we got 2 1s. This is not good. Not good, not good, not good. I think we're going to whiff. Because we don't have 3 of those. We don't have 2 of these. We don't have 3 of these. We don't have 3 of these. We don't have 4, 5. We don't have the 2. We don't have the 3. And we definitely don't have that. Oh boy. Alright, it's time to look. Oh, did I get my upkeep? Did I do my upkeep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I did not. So we're going to do our upkeep real quick. Maybe we'll get something. We go up to 7. And another frenzy. We've got cards galore when the time comes. Got to discard a card at the end of this turn. Alright, we're going to spin 1 here. 1 additional roll attempt of up to 5 dice for 1 CP. Take it back down to 6. Alright, so we get one additional roll attempt. Blah, 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 blah. This is not going to happen. If I go for that, I need to roll this into a red. Not good. 2 out of 6. That's even worse. I still think this is our best chance. We've got a 2 out of 6 chance for that. Here we got a way worse. Here it's 2 out of 6 for healing factor. So it's the same odds. Here it's worse. Well, it's a 2 out of 6 because it'd be this. Alright, we're going to go for it. We need a 3. Well, okay, we did get something. We got healing factor, which is going to heal me 4, take me up to 43. Gain a rage. So you can't complain about that. We did gain our rage. And I get to draw another card. A tippet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're back to 6. Oh, 7. 1. No, wait. I could change the value of 2 dice. God dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. So we're going to have to either play a card or discard a card. And we're going to get rid of this one. Are we? I want to keep that one. We're going to get rid of Tippet. I know it's a good card, but I'm kind of worried about the boss. We did not get Archangels either. So we go back to the enemy phase. Yeah, we were stalled out. We were kicking butt at first. We are stalled out. Once, oh, wait. We got something finally. We have the Thief Bot get to activate. Okay, multi-strike melee. Inflict a burn. Deal 2 undefendable damage. 2 undefendable. So we'll go down to 41. And we get a burn. Alright, that would be that flame. Oh, but I do get to use one of my... I do get to use this. And what does the flight token allow me to do defensively? You know, all incoming damage. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save these for the boss. So I'll take the burn. But I am going to roll my dice because I get to do damage back. Oh, wait. It's 4 damage because it's each one. There's 2 left. I take another 2 damage. Take me down to 39. And a second burn. What's the stack limit on burn? Stack limit 1. Okay, so no, I don't get another burn. Alright, but I do get my dice because there's one guy in melee range. And I do 3 claws, which is going to do enough damage to take him out. Alright, we need another token here. I'm assuming they're all the same. Yep. 2 more momentum. Alright. And then move the clock on to the blue, which is who we have. And he gets to gain a shield. Alright, so he gets an extra 3 hit points. Then it's our turn. We're going to move here. we're going to attack. All right. Now we can go for the thing that removes a state. What does this burn do? Hold on, let me make sure when it's during their upkeep phase. When is the upkeep phase of a hero? The very first thing. So I'm going to gain 2 undefendable damage right now. Take me down to 37. 2 undefendable. All right, so now is when we can use regenerate, because I will heal, deal 3, which will only take off his shield, and I may remove 1 static effect for myself. So, there's a lot of options on this one now. I'd like to kill him, but all right, we've got options now because we blew some of everything. All right, and I also got 2, 3, 4, 6. So I got an open-ended straight because I need a 1 or a 5. Which will heal me back 1, gain me a rage, and deal 7 damage, which would kill him. I could go for this, which I'm not, because I'm not even going to risk that. I'm not going to risk that. Healing factor. No. Hunter. I might go for Hunter, because I would get to keep the 2, 3, 4. I have to keep this 4. And I'd be looking for a 1 or a 5. I like that. We're going to go for Hunter. And I got the claw, which is not what I needed. Come on. Alright. I got the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go with the small straight, which is going to heal 1, taking up to 38. Gain a rage, which I like, because I wanted my 3rd rage. And deal 7 damage, which he only has 5. So that will take him out. Take out his shield and his 2. I'm going to read something about shields real quick. Make sure they don't negate the shield. Alright, so no, he can spend it to reduce damage. So it just reduces it. He doesn't have to spend it. He can take it all. But why wouldn't he? Alright, so that gets rid of him. So I get 2 more momentum up to 13. Problem with momentum is there's just no reason to spend it when you're playing one character. I mean, you can only attack once. Alright, so then it's their turn. This moves forward 1. Roll their 4 attack dice. He's looking for a yellow. The yellow's the only thing, and then I'm off this board. Oh, he got the yellow. Alright, so he's going to do multi-strike, deal 2 undefendable damage. So it's going to take me down to 36. And then I'm going to move off the board. Okay. Let's grab up these tokens. Alright. Alright, I will pause this and get right back with y'all once I get the other side set up. Okay, we're back and we're set up. Alright, this is a little bit different. The villain's health was 30 plus 15 per hero, so he's at 45. He rolls the exact same dice that we rolled on the other side. And when you do this, you start from here. If you have this, he does it. If it doesn't, you move to here. If he has it, he does it. If he doesn't, you move to here. And if he doesn't have that, he doesn't. He can only do 1. He does 1 per turn as long as he rolled one of them. He does have a defensive ability, which only can be done against defendable damage. This is where turning your damage to undefendable is good. Wolverine should have took 2 damage, by the way, when he moved off the board for his upkeep phase. So he's down to 34. as he keeps his tokens. Because you are, when you flip it over, you are not starting a new game. So everything stays the same. You just set up, you keep your combat points, you keep your cards, you keep your momentum, keep your health, keep any stasis effects you have on you. And you set this dial up once again, pointing straight up. You roll 1 dice, move the number indicated, and that's where it will start. And we rolled a 5, so we move 5 spaces. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll start here, and we'll go around 1 spot per hero. So he's going to hit every single one. The good thing about 1 hero, if we were playing 2, it would move 2, and it would do both. It would do the blue and the pink. I'm assuming pink is heal. Looks like it. But we come into the room, and Wolverine can start on any space that he wants. I don't need the CP or the momentum, so we're not starting there. I can get a +2 damage, which would be nice. I can get some healing, which would be nice. Or I could get that blue one. That blue one, I read it. Let me read it again. Is an evasion. Basically, whenever you receive damage, it doesn't say defendable or undefendable. You may choose to spend it. If spent, roll 1 dice. An outcome of 1 or 2, no damage is received. Although other associated effects still apply, multiple tokens may be spent to attempt to prevent the same source of damage. Stack limit 3. And henchmen and bosses who get this will only use it if the damage is 4 or more, or to prevent lethal. I took the original tokens from the other side and just stacked them up and brought out all new ones. So that was random. You don't use these in this game. Here's our Wolverine. Still trying to decide if I want to. I'm gonna grab the 4 healing to start with. I can always move and grab that 2 damage later. All right, so we're gonna grab that 4 healing and take us up to 38. Hate to not have it and die because I didn't grab it. And Wolverine starts. He starts with his upkeep phase, so he's going to move up to a 7 and a growl card. Wait, I do have only 6, right? 6. Yeah. Now I have 7, so we're going to have to get rid of something. We have a triple up. Draw 3 cards. This is a good discard. I have enough cards now, but it could be good to replenish after I do a rage, because we are raging. We are going to try and hit him hard and fast in this very first turn. All right. So what are we going to do? We are going to go right into our offensive roll phase. I have nothing I want to spend right now. I do need to decide about this. If I want to dump him, because I don't need the range anymore, and pick up maybe Colossus for the defense. Yeah, I may pick up Colossus and just go defensive. So I know my first round, first time I use this guy, I'm probably going to go ahead and use him up. And I do think I can make my damage undefensible, right? Yeah, undefendable. So we can roll anything and make it undefendable with one of our flight tokens. All right, we need a good roll here. We need something good. Oh boy, we rolled 2 mask right off the bat. All right, our best offensive build is obviously power level 9. But I don't really want to go for power level 9 right now, because I think I'd rather go for severe threat. It's more likely to roll. I only need 1 more blue, and it's 7 defense, 7 damage. Plus I get to roll 3 dice and do all this other stuff. Plus I have my we just did another upkeep phase, so I got to take 2 damage from my burn. Take me down to 36. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with severe threat. We need a blue claw. Did not get it. We're going to go again. Come on, we got a 50% chance. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All right, well, we're going to spend some points. Change the value of 2 dice. Identical value. Yeah, we're going to use this one for 1 CP. Take this down to 6. And I can change it to match another dice, the value of another dice, so 1. All right, so that's Sesame. All right, so now we have Severe Threat. First thing we're going to do is we're going to try to spend a flight to make this undefeated. I think I got to roll a 6-sided dice. I'm looking for, if you roll a 6. So I'm looking for a 6. So it's not very reliable. And 1 spent. Okay, 1 spent, roll 2 dice if a 6 was rolled. Okay, so we need to roll a 6. I got 3 shots at this. I get 2 dice, and we're looking for a 6. Did not get it. I'm going to spin another one. Try and get a 6. Did not get it. I'm going for gold here. I'm going to spin my last one. Didn't get it. Okay. Put these back where they were. So this is not going to be undefendable. But we are going to start spending some rage tokens. Alright, let me get to my rage stuff. I got Frenzy, Frenzy, and Recovery. Frenzy. If this card was discarded as a result of rage, gain a rage. So we're going to spend this rage to gain a rage. Get rid of Frenzy. We're going to spend this Frenzy to gain a rage. We're going to use Recovery. And roll 2 dice, and if I draw a mask, I can put this card back in my hand. And I drew a mask, so we're going to spin this. Put this back in my hand. Spin it again. Spin this rage. If I roll a mask, I get to put it back in my hand. Did not. And then there was a card I wanted to get rid of. This one. This one. No, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. All right, to do this one. All right, so here's where we're at. Put this stuff back where they were. I don't remember what the numbers were. It doesn't matter. We are going to do 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22 damage. Defendable. Then I get to roll 3 dice. And this does nothing. That does, so, and I get nothing out of that. That sucked. So I did, what I say, 22 damage. 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22 damage. Defendable. Alright, so he gets to use his defense. Melee, deal 1 undefendable. That's all he really does. In melee, you're always in melee. So he's going to do 1 back. Take me down to 35. He is going to take 22. That's going to knock him down to 23. Okay, but I also rolled this, which is going to activate this. Range. I get to gain a flight back. Deal 6 defendable damage. So I will take another one down to 34. And he will take 6. Knock him down to 17. Then I'm going to discard this. Gain additional flight. And put a poison on him. I'm going to put the poison on him there. And I got to discard him to the bottom of the deck. Alright, let's see what poison does again. A player affected with poison dealt 1 poison damage during their upkeep. So he's going to take 1 damage during his upkeep. Alright. So that is my dice phase. Let me make sure we do this right. We're going to go to our second main phase, and I'm going to spend 2 momentum to gain Colossus. I'm going to flip a new card over. Havoc. Recruit. Gain 2 shields automatically. Exhaust. Deal 2 collateral damage to all opponents. So really that's all he does. Once, you can just do 2 to everybody. But I think we're going to keep Colossus. Alright. So that was my second main phase and my discard phase. I definitely don't need to discard. Oh wait, there's something else I want to do. I want to pay 2. Take me down to 4. To gain 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we get an extra dice. I gotta decide if I want to do that. Because I have no rages left. Let's put these back on the board. Alright, we still have our burn, and we now have 2 flights. And it goes to the boss. Enemy upkeep. So he is going to take a damage for the poison, knock him down to 16. Does this stay or does it go away? Persistent. So it stays unless he finds a way to get rid of it. Okay, so then he attacks. We've already knocked him down to 16 damage. And if I can roll good enough, I could do 12 right here. And then if I can get a rage and spend a rage, I take that to 15, and then that poison will kill him. Alright, so let's see what he does. Alright, so he rolls 2 blues and 2 yellows. Let's go through. Alright, so he doesn't have anything, so he does nothing. What a bad roll. He does absolutely nothing. But, from what I remember, it's the red dice. He puts a token upside down on space 5 and 6. I'm not on either one. I wonder if they got to be empty to do that. That's something I'm going to have to look at. I don't think he gets to put them on there if there's a space, something there. But basically, they represent the crit. If you have one of those upside down tokens on you, it's a crit. Let me take a look to see if those only go on empty spaces. Yeah, and both tiles may end up on the same space. That's both tiles. Add them beneath it. So yes, they go there. So basically, if you get that bad roll and you're on there, you will get. See, now if I want to get that +2 damage, I also have to take that crit token for his next attack. But I think I'm going to do it just for the potential that I could kill him this turn. It's going to take a lot. I don't think I have much dice mods left. No, I don't have any dice mods left. So it's probably not going to kill him this turn. But we'll see. We got main phases and all that to do that. But you gotta. Alright, yeah, these displays on a dice roll. This plays during the main phase. Draw 2 cards. I can do it any time. We're probably going to do that during the main phase just to get lucky. Alright, so then his upkeep. No, not his upkeep. Remove this, and we get recover. Okay. He gets to gain a shield and move 2 random negative effects tokens from yourself. Oh, so this is for him. So this is what he does. He gets to gain a shield. So he gains a shield. So that just upped his health. And he gets to remove status. So that was not good. All right, so that just bumped his health up to 19. I wish they wouldn't have said from yourself, because it makes it kind of confusing. Because then if you look at these dice, roll 1 dice, heal 2, and for each, I can't see you rolling the enemy's dice for this. So I just don't think, yeah, inflict damage on all heroes. Yeah, so this is for yourself. I'm pretty sure this is for them, not us. I could be wrong because of the way they put that. I just don't see them allowing us to do that. We're just going to keep playing. I just don't see him helping us out. This just should be for his advantage, not mine. Now, maybe if I was playing a little different game, it'd be harder. We would need that. But we're going to keep going. So now back to us. We get to gain a combat point and draw a card. Oh, we just got a card we have to play. I'm going to spend 2 CP, go to 3. This is a card I've been trying to draw since I've been playing Wolverine. I finally got it. Of course, I'm halfway through the deck to get it. Because now we got levels rising, which helps us if we're chasing 6s trying to get this power level 9 or ultimate. We can land on this. Alright, do I want to do anything in my main phase? I'm going to double up. I'm going to spend 1 CP. Take me down to 2. To draw 2 cards. Alright, Astonishing Recovery. Good draw. And 6 it. Oh, we've got some cards now. Now, the one thing we don't have right now. Oh, I got to take a burn. I got to take a damage. 33. The one thing we don't have right now is any rage. So that's bad. Oh boy, look at all the claws. I think I might keep the 1, 2, 3. This puts us nowhere really. Puts us on track for the small straight or large straight. Puts us on track for severe threat. Now, depending upon what we roll, we could change into something. Because I have a 6 it. Alright, now we need to think. I think we're going to 6 it. We're going to spin that 6 it, which costs 1 CP. Change the value to 6. And we're just going to go with severe threat. I know this sucks. Because it doesn't get us any rage. But it does do damage. So I get to do 7 damage. Roll 3 dice. I got 2 claws, which is going to make it 8 and 9 damage defendable. And I'm gonna save these because it was such a bad roll. I mean, it doesn't really matter because all he's going to do is 1 damage back to me and take me down to 32. And he's going to take 9 damage. 9. That's going to put him down to 7. All right, we're going for the kill. Oh, wait. Add 3 to that. It takes him up to 10. because of his shield. All right, we go to our second main phase. And there's nothing I want to do. All right, so it goes to the villains. During his upkeep, he does not have poison anymore. He attacks. Next round, I'm probably going to take that crit. I'm going to get that +2 damage. I don't need to heal because I don't think he can do 30-some points of damage. All right, he got 2 blues. Not what he wants to see. A yellow and an orange. All right, so he gets the orange, the blue, and the yellow. All right, so he got his best one. Multi-strike, melee, deal 11 damage. So he's going to do 11 damage, knocking me down to 21. I said that was a heavy hit. Oh, but it is defendable. It is defendable. So I do get to defend. Luckily, I can't. Oh, wait, I got Colossus. During your defensive roll, defense once per round, when you activate defensive ability, if you show 2 of a kind symbols, I can prevent 2 of that damage. I can get some of it back. But we got to roll first. Okay. I get to gain a rage. And I get to do 2 undefendable back to him. So knock him down to 8. And because I have 2 symbols, I get to get 2 damage back, taking me up to 23. All right, and I'm not going to exhaust Colossus because I like that ability. All right. I should have took a damage for the burn, so let me go ahead and put that on me back down to 22. May have done it. I don't remember. That was his roll, so I got to put on the crits on a 1 and a 6. Is this 1? All right, so Wolverine now has a crit. Was that 6? Oh, there's 2 crits under this one. All right, I don't know. Do you take it that turn that he rolled it? It's beneath the hero is not collected, so is not collected. So I need to move off the spot, or I am going to collect it. That doesn't make sense. You would think that would be the point of it. Important. A boost tile placed beneath the hero is not collected. All right. Well, that to me that does not make sense. I would think it would be. What's the point? Yeah. So basically, I mean, you would think you would just avoid them that you move to, because I'm not going to move there and take that. All right. So Smack, I'm going to move here and take the 2 heal. Take me up to 24. Upkeep, I take a damage for the burn. Take me down to 23. Oh boy, I gain a CP. I draw a card. Bye-bye. Remove all states from chosen character. That's kind of useless. I can remove mine, but I don't want to. Um, I don't want to spend any, so we're just going to roll. And we are looking for the kill. We need 8 damage, but we do have a rage. All right, let's take a look. We're on to Hunter. Which is going to do 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. And I can gain rage. I have healing factor, which I don't want. I mean, I think we just go for this. It's enough to kill him. All we need is a blue claw, 50% chance on 2 rolls. Can't see it. Nope. Come on. Nope. We did not get it. Oh boy, this is a bad batch. All right, but we got points we can do. Bye-bye. That ain't gonna help. Vengeful, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. Nothing in our hand helps us anymore. Oh man. Do we have any kind of straight? We got 3, 4, 5, so no. Wow, Wolverine's gonna whiff. I can't think of a thing he can do. He's got nothing here. Okay, he whiffed. Wolverine whiffed. I don't think we took our burn. We may have, but I don't remember, so we're gonna take it now. Second main phase. He's got nothing to spend anything on. He's got nothing to do. And we go to the hero. I mean the villain. Oh, I didn't move this at the end either. Roll 1 dice. How many dice? Roll 1. He can heal if he rolls that little slash thing. He did not, so we're fine. All right. So now we go back to the hero, to the villain. He's got no stasis, so he's just going to go into his attack phase. Okay, he's going to do the last one. Which is multi-strike melee. Deal 4 undefendable damage. That's undefendable, so there's nothing I can do with that, so I'm just going to go down to 18. Colossus can't help. Move this to the green. Gear up. Roll 1 dice. And he gained a shield for each slash. How many dice? 1 dice. And he got a slash if he gets a shield. Alright, so he has 11 points. Oh, and what did he roll? A 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. So there's crits all around. So I can see when you're playing more players now how this would be effective because you can't share spaces. Alright. So he did that. He has no cleanup. I moved that. So I'm going to move here. Gain a CP, which is good. I can use it. Do my payment phase, my income phase, get to 5 CP. Draw a card. Oh, severe threat 2. I gotta decide if I want this. I think I do. It costs me 2 CP. Take me down to 3. Alright, so now let's see what the difference is. I get to roll 5 dice. That's the difference. Alright. Before we decide what we're even going to try to do, we're just going to roll it. Take 1 damage for that. Let's get that. So we did do our damage. Take us down to 17. Alright. Come on now. Started out so good. And now... Alright. We got 2, 3. We got 3 claws, which we don't need. We need them for that, but we didn't roll any of those. We're looking. We're not going to go for this. Looks like we're going for Hunter again. We have no choice. Which would give me 6, 7, 8, 9. And he has, unfortunately, 11. We have to go for it. All right, we're going to roll one of the 2s. We're looking for a red. Come on. Did not get it. We got 3 claws again, which... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We are going to whiff again. Oh, wait. No. 3 claws. And this says nothing. I don't think 3 claws is only going to do 4 damage. There's no need to make it 7 because he's going to lose 3 of it. Only going to take 4. So we're going to hold on. This sucks. We did not even get the 3 of a kind, so I don't get the heal 2. So we're only going to do 4 defendable, which means I take 1, so I'm down to 16. He's going to lose his shield. Oh wait, he only uses his shield if it's lethal or he takes more. So he's going to drop 4 down to 4. Trying to think. Don't think there's anything else. Second main phase. All this does is increase your number of dice. So I'm not gonna do it. We're not rolling good here, guys. We knocked him down so quick. All right. It's his turn. He has no upkeep. He's going to roll. All right. He's got 3 and a yellow. So the yellow is not going to work. And he doesn't have a blue, so he's going to do the last one again. He's going to gain another shield. And do 4 undefendable. Knock me down to 12. Man, then we're going to go to this, which I haven't done this one yet. Inflict Entangle on all heroes. All right, which one is Entangle? What does Entangle look like? It's like a rope. Oh, here it is. All right, so let's see what Entangle does. Entangle. Here we go, Entangle. A player affected with this token gets 1 fewer roll attempt during their next offensive phase. At the conclusion of the roll phase, remove this token. Stack limit of 1. So now we only get 2 roll attempts. Oh boy. Alright, it's our turn. We lose a point. Down to 11. Gain a CP. Draw a card. Get that out of here. Remove stasis effect. Alright, we're going to play this for 1. Remove a stasis effect from chosen player. We're going to get rid of this Entangle. Right there. For 1. So we go back down to 3. Nice. When was I supposed to spend that during the main phase, right? Yep. Alright. So then we're going to roll. So we got our roll attempts back. Colossus is not helping because of the way he's been rolling. Everything's been undefendable. So maybe some offense would have been nice. But the next time we have to use him, we're distributing all of it. So he's going to be gone anyway. Oh, wait. I forgot to mark his 3 and 6. 3 and 6. Man, that 6 is nasty. 3 crits. Inflict 2 bleed. Huh. Ugh. Alright. I gotta see if you can hold more than 1 or not on that, but so far it isn't affecting us. Come on now. How much damage does this guy have? 4. He has 10. I can do 10 damage. Oh boy, we're on to something now. We got the 2. We're on severe threat. I don't want regen. I'm on. This does not do a lot of damage. Alright, we're going to go for severe threat because it's the best that I have. I mean, it does 7. Yeah, so we're going to go for severe threat. All we need is 2 blue claws. Got them. Got them. Alright, so here we go. 7 damage. Roll 5 dice. Alright, we rolled 4 claws. And a red. The red inflicts alpha, which does nothing. So we get to gain a momentum. Right, and then for each claw, we do 4 damage. So 7 plus 4 is 11. And he only has 10, so we won. Whew. That was close, guys. I thought we were going to annihilate this guy. Came in, did all that damage around the first swing. And after that, it was like we couldn't do it. I think we whiffed twice. But that was fun. That was really fun. So some rules I need to clear up on. All in all, I don't think it affected the game because we never really landed on any of them. But like I said, I can see how playing multiple heroes, somebody would have had to land on them. But when you're playing one, you got a little bit more flexibility to move around and avoid it. So, we will move on to the next one at a later date. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Anything you saw that I did wrong, any rule clarifications you can give me. If you'd like to see me play a different hero other than Wolverine, let me know. You know what heroes I have if you've watched my other videos. I'm still trying to track down a couple of the other heroes that I'd like to play against in the competitive phase. The only way I can see to get them, unfortunately, is buying the huge packs for like $100 or something. You get 8. You know, I want the Shadow Thief and I want the Cursed Pirate. I'd like to get Black Widow. She's in another big pack. There's another one, I can't think of her name. Raveness, I think. She's in the a 4-pack. But thanks again for watching, and find yourself a game. Have fun playing games on the table.